And welcome to Dawn of Comics. I'm Shane, and today I'm going to be unboxing a couple of Wonder Woman figures that I've got. I have the Justice League Wonder Woman with the Build A Steppenwolf, and I have the Wonder Woman movie in her jacket, coat, like a woolen thing, and that's got a Build an Ares figure on the back there. I did actually think they were from the same line, so I thought I was going to get two parts of the Builder figure, although I do only have the one, so I wouldn't have been able to build much of a figure if I did have the two, so I'd probably just have two legs. And they both appear to come with a leg. I'm not too sure what this one comes with. This one comes with an arm and a leg by the looks of it, and the Justice League comes with an arm. I think it's an arm. I'll know when I open it up. So what I'm going to do, I was going to do them individually, but I thought if I might as well do them together since they're pretty much the same figure, really. There doesn't seem to be that much difference. I think we'll find that it's probably the same figure, just one with a coat on. So, I'm going to do a transition and open one, and then I'll do another transition, open the other one. Because I'm not going to open it on camera, because last time I opened something on camera I cut myself, and then the next time I made too much noise. So I'm going to do just a quick transition, and I'll have this open and I'll show you all the parts in it. Okay, back in a sec. And I'm back. I've got it open. I did just want to show you the other figures in the line. So we've got Wonder Woman in her woolen robe thing. We've got Steve Trevor. We've got Wonder Woman on Themyscira and Queen Hippolyta. That's Wonder Woman's mother down there. So yeah, I do only have this one. I might see if I can pick these up if I can get them for pretty cheap, but Wonder Woman is the only one that I really wanted in the line. So we've got her out. She came with a nice Wonder Woman signed backing board and the blister pack. The blister pack is a little bit hard to get out. As you can see, some of the parts you really have to squeeze to get out, and they did have a couple of these like rubber bands, but they're tougher than rubber bands. So we just had one holding Diana's feet in and one holding Ares' arm in. Sorry, Steppenwolf. Yeah, Ares' arm. So they weren't too. It's not too fidgety. So we did get the right foot or the right leg for Ares. He's got a bend at the knee, and he's got very slight movement in the ankle there. You can. Oh, actually, yeah, it's just very tight, so you can move his ankle. He's not got any shoes on, it's just his foot there. And then we've got his arm, which is a ball joint, so he's got a fair bit of movement. He has wrist articulation, he has the elbow joint, and he rotates at the forearm, also rotates at the shoulder, and it's on a joint, so you can move it out, but again it's very stiff. I think it might be a bit easier to do once it was all put together. So I do just have the leg and the arm, so the left arm and the right leg. So yeah, she also comes with this awesome looking sword. The detail on that is actually quite nice. They've done well with the paint. It is a little bit bent, that's the way it's in the box. I think if you just put that in a little warm water and just slightly bend it back and then let it cool down again, it should be okay. And here she is. Here's Diana in her, I want to say it's a robe, I'm not sure what you'd call it. It's a hood, yeah, maybe a hooded robe. So this all seems to, it could actually come off. What they've done is, it looks like they've got an original Wonder Woman body and they've changed the upper arms and the head, because the hood on the head does not come off. It's actually quite a nice sculpt of the face. If you can see that there, the face is quite nice. It does look like Gal Gadot, and she's got her lasso. This is very malleable, so you can just move this. That's great. So she's got her lasso there, and she's got her little hoop there, which I'm pretty sure you can put her sword in. Yep, so she can hold her sword on her belt, which is pretty cool. So articulation wise, the legs, they don't split too much. They go out a little bit, not too wide, which is fine. The movement is limited by the skirt, so they don't go up as much. So having her sit down would be quite awkward. And they don't go back too far, again, because of the skirt, which is, I mean, it's fine. You can still get her into some good poses. So she has thigh articulation. I don't understand this articulation on an action figure because the human thigh doesn't bend there. She's got knee articulation. She has ankle articulation. She does have ankle articulation. Very, very, yes. So you've got to be quite gentle because they are quite tight. So ankle, knee, thigh, and then for the arms, again, it's on a ball joint like Aries would be. Upper arm moves, which makes no sense again because it's molded this way. As you've molded it that way, when you bend it, it just makes a horrible seam. So she does have elbow articulation, although I think if you can see, this part of the hood or the robe is actually stopping her arm from bending, so I wouldn't want to try to bend that because I think it might snap off. It does rotate, but I don't really want to try to bend that at the elbow. That's a shame. And she has her wrist moves that way. It looks like she has waist articulation as well. Yep, her waist moves slightly. Yep, but again, I don't like this seam that it creates, so you wouldn't really have her in that pose because it just cuts her body in half. And the head has no articulation. I mean, it should. You can see the line there, but because of the hood, this is the same with pretty much every female character, because the hair is always over the shoulders or too long, you can't get any good head movement from that. But overall, I mean, the detail's nice, the paintwork's lovely. I've not got any smears or excess paint that I can see. The ankles are a little bit, if you can see, where the skin, the flesh tone is coming through the ankle. It kind of looks a little aged, makes her ankles look a bit old. But overall, it's quite nice. It would be a nice piece to have, standing. Let's see if she can hold her sword. Her hands look very, very, very tight. This one doesn't look like it opens. Her left, it looks like maybe the right is designed for the sword. Yes, so she can hold it in the right. But with no elbow articulation because of this hood or robe, I really don't want to bend that elbow. So it just holds it, so I don't think I would display her with that. I would have that in her pouch or on her hip. I think I would display her like that. So, and she can hide, the sword can hide. Yeah, overall not bad. I think when I get the Justice League one out and we can see if it's the same body, we might be able to get a better look at the body without the robe on, because there is some nice detail behind there as well with the straps and stuff. So I think this could come off. I could actually take this off. It doesn't look like it would be too difficult to take off her. The only problem would be when you take it off, you can see that the two sculpts for the arms, the top arms, are the same colour as the robe. So yeah, I mean, you could have her without that on if you wanted, but the top of the arms kind of ruin the effect, and so does the hood itself. So obviously I'd leave that on. It was brought as this figure, so it will be this figure. This is the walking through the war zone with the guys, wasn't it, in the movies? Like, kind of, I guess, kind of covering her modesty, even though it's completely open at the front. So, yeah, this one, overall, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have picked it up had I got a feel for it beforehand, but it's okay. It's nice to have in the collection, especially if you do want to collect all of Aries, then obviously you need this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another transition and I'm going to open the second one, and I will be right back. Me again. So this one has the Justice League back, where the other one obviously had the Wonder Woman, but these are nice little touches. So the other figures in the line are obviously Superman, Batman, Flash, Aquaman and Cyborg, and together they make up Steppenwolf. So with Wonder Woman, we get the right arm. It's a huge arm. I mean, if you compare that to Ares, look at the size of that. He's a beast. So he has wrist articulation, he has his elbow joint, and he has the upper forearm, the upper arm ball joint. And again, it's on a ball joint, but I think that needs to be in the action figure before you can move it that way. But it's really sturdy. It feels a lot higher quality than the Ares. The Ares feels like a cheaper, thinner plastic. This feels like a really high quality plastic for that one. So yeah, so if you want to build a Steppenwolf, you need to collect Superman, Batman, Flash, Aquaman and Cyborg, and of course Wonder Woman, and then you get the whole thing. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Very sturdy. So again, Wonder Woman comes with a sword. She comes with her Justice League sword this time, not her Wonder Woman sword, which, let me get that out of her. You can see the difference in the hilt there. And they're actually different thicknesses and lengths as well. So her Justice League sword is a little bit more sturdy, and it's straight. Unlike the one that came with the Wonder Woman figure from the Wonder Woman movie, the Wonder Woman figure from the Justice League movie comes lovely and straight, which is very nice. She also comes with her lasso. Unlike... Oh, actually, can we... I think for this one as well, I think this might open, so we can put that in, because this... Here she is. Here is the beautiful Wonder Woman figure. Beautiful face again. The face sculpts are very, very good. Very good. I love the hair. I love the hair down one side. So it looks like, I think her pouch opens. I think one side will maybe open. It looks like it should. There. So that opens. So you can hook her lasso. And then close that back. I mean, you can have it in her hand, but because it's not open, I think on her hip looks better. So let's see, does this open? Yep, this one does open as well, so you can take that out of there. So yeah, nice little touches. Nice little touches like that, just make it. So again, her sword will go in on her hip. So that's pretty cool, so she doesn't have to hold it. A little bit tight to get in because they've used the same size strap, and as you can see, this sword, the sword for the Wonder Woman figure, is thinner than the sword for the Justice League Wonder Woman figure. But body wise, I actually believe this is the same body. I think it is 100% the same body. I don't see a difference. I don't see a difference in sculpt. I don't see a difference in the strap on her back. Nope, everything is exactly the same. The strap on her back is the same. So the only difference here are the top of the arms and the head. The hands are even exactly the same. So she's even got the same tight left hand and the slight open right hand. So let's see if she'll hold this sword as well as she holds her Wonder Woman sword. So fidgety. No, she doesn't want to hold that. Her hand is very, very tight. That's annoying. There, yes, okay. Okay. And I've noticed that the elbow articulation isn't great on this one either. So I don't think it has anything to do with the cloak, because that's as much as her elbow moves. You can see there, that's as far as it moves. So there's very limited articulation on her arms, which is not great for a DC Universe figure. They normally have a lot more articulation than that. So she can hold her sword. So there is no way to get her into her clinky bracelet position because her elbows just will not allow it. So that's as close as you're going to get. That's a shame. That is an absolute shame, because one of the positions you would want her in is her deflecting, and she can't even do that because of those elbows. Overall, I think I'm quite disappointed in these. I think if I was getting such poor articulation, I would have just gone with the Mattel basic ones, which I do have, and are actually not that much worse than these, because they just have knees and elbows and that's it. I mean, I don't like I don't like thigh articulation. It makes no sense. And if you're not going to give me any elbow articulation, then don't bother. And I mean, you can have her, yeah, see, but what's the point? What is the point? This seems very, very poorly thought out when it comes to those elbows. I'm really disappointed in that. I've got to say, not a fan of articulation. Sculpts, the sculpts are beautiful. The faces are absolutely lovely. This one in particular, I think because it's got the hair out, I think. But the faces are lovely. So the sculpts, I'll give the sculpts get high marks. The accessories, these lovely swords, the detail on these, I mean, they're beautiful. The detail, they've even got I don't know if you can see, but it's even got the markings on the blade itself from the movie. I mean, I know it's only like dots and something, but you can see they've got the detail on the sword itself. Nice little touches, and she comes with her lasso each time, and you can have, I suppose she can hold the lasso if you don't want it in her belt, but holding that makes her look more like Xena, and that's like her chakram. So I would always have it on her belt. But I don't think these are going to stand. I don't think they're going to look very nice on a shelf just standing there, because you can't get them into any sort of action pose. I mean, I could maybe have her flying, I suppose, but I don't know. I'm really disappointed. I was expecting the bare minimum of being able to have her stand blocking, or at least being able to hold her sword in a decent way. So yeah, these are really poor articulation versions. I don't know if there are some like really, really high articulated versions where you can have them in a million different poses, and I think those would be far better than these. For the price as well, I mean, they're like £20 each. I wouldn't buy these again, and I think I will be sticking clear of the DC Multiverse line. I don't think they're doing a very good job. I'm really, really, really disappointed. I'm probably going to put these back in the box and put them away and probably never think of them again, and that's a shame, because like I say, the faces are nice, but is that enough to make you buy them? I don't know. It's entirely up to you. If you want them for a collection, if you want to keep them in the box, if you want to have them standing perfectly still and not have them in any dramatic pose, then yep. if you wanted to get them to have them in a great action pose with other DC superheroes and maybe the rest of the Justice League, I don't think they would work. I don't think you'd get them in any position that you'd be happy with, so I would stay clear. Maybe try and find another version, unfortunately. And that, it hurts to say that because I love Wonder Woman so much, and I really thought I was going to love... I mean, I didn't think this one would have much articulation because I thought this would be quite hard. I didn't think it would be so malleable. But I thought this one I was going to get into a great stance for the deflecting, and yeah, I'm really disappointed in these. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put them back in the boxes, and I'm gonna, yeah, just be a bit depressed. So we're over on Facebook, facebook.com/dawnofcomics. We've got hundreds of comic reviews up there. Also on Twitter and Instagram. I can't even post any pictures of these on Instagram because I couldn't get them in any fun kind of pose. So yeah, probably just probably won't post any pictures of those. But just find us everywhere at Dawn of Comics, and I will see you in a few days with another video. Yeah, take care and stay safe. Bye.